Hello, everybody. Hopefully you can hear me this time. I think I'm finally getting it right. Hopefully you can hear me this time. I think I'm finally getting it right. Hopefully you can hear me this time. Oh no, it's echoing forever. Getting it right. Oh no, it's echoing forever. Oh no. Okay, there we go. We'll just clip this out. Hi, everybody. We are the Bad Ideas, and it's a bad idea to let me be in charge of tech. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I think it was me. That's the name on the channel, and that's why we stick with it. Anyway, welcome to the long-expected Girls Gone Wasteland, a wonderful romp through Southern California in the post-apocalypse, as I've been calling it, a girls' trip gone oh so right. Welcome, our wonderful players. Say hello, Highway Heroines.
Hello.
Hello, Highway Heroines.
So, yeah, we're going to be getting into this post-apocalyptic girls trip in just a hot minute. We're going to go around our lovely stream card and introduce ourselves and the name of our character. Don't worry about getting too deep into it yet. We're going to have plenty of time. We're going to kick it off at the very top with Mir.
Yeah, that's me. Hi, everybody. My name is Merm. I use they, she pronouns. And today I'm going to be playing Belle, who does a little bit of backwater deals, do a little something. You know, it's fine. It's fine. And I'll just pass it down to Farthe, our wonderful.
Hi, my name's Megan Skyhale, and I am playing Farthing. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm super excited to be here. I will pass it to Electo.
Hey everybody, I'm Lady Lily. I'm playing Electo. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm excited to play this unhinged character.
Over to Marnie John.
Hi, everybody. I am Victoria, and my pronouns are she, her, and I am playing Marnie John, just your friendly neighborhood scientist who just loves to info dump about the best of them. and I'll pass it over to B.
Hello, I am B. I'm playing Yvonne Sims, or Evie, who will be having issues with her accent because she has not landed on one yet. My pronouns are she, they, and I am super excited to be here. And I will pass it on to Kaylee.
Oh no, you're muted.
Is it better?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I muted because I cough. Sorry. Hi, my name is Kaylee. My character's name is Rosalind. She is an investigator. She's going to be sort of sarcastic and quirky and make fun of people, but because she loves them, and also she's like really weird and loves annoying people. And that's it.
All right, and you guys all know me. I'm Idly Wild, who cannot be idle or very wild, but we're going to get Wild West with it as we dip into our post-apocalypse. The desert never changes. The dry air embalms every choice that we make. 5 generations have passed since the world ended, fading into legend. People now live among the wreckage of decisions made by those who never had to face the consequences. Out here, though, in Joshua Tree, where the Mojave meets the Colorado desert, survival's all anyone knows. The heat bakes the land, the wind steals everything it can, and the road stretches on, waiting. Autocamp, it ain't much. Rusted vehicles, patched solar panels, and shacks of salvaged steel. But it's home. Here, the so-called children of the desert learn to make fuel from weeds, fix broken engines, and keep each other alive. Once, someone walked these roads and taught them more than survival. She was called the Road Queen. She could turn scraps into power, plants into fuel, and fear into something almost resembling courage. She had traveled constantly, wandering the desert, always chasing some unknown horizon. And then she stopped, right here in Autocamp, and helped to make a home for all those that walk the roads. A refuge against the electromagnetic sandstorms and that there burning sun. For over a month, though, nobody's seen her. Some say she chased a electronic mirage humming in the heat. No one knows for sure where she's gone. All that's left are her tools, her notes, and the lessons she always left behind. Survival isn't just staying alive. It's knowing when to move, when to fight, and when to trust the wrong people to do the right thing. So, we begin as Autocamp slowly wakes up. Fuel vats breathe steam into the cool morning air. Solar panels tick as they warm. Wind chimes made from scraps sway between the trailers. Someone hums an old road song they don't remember quite learning. The Road Queen's chair, out on the deck, has been sitting empty for 31 days. Ain't no one said the word missing yet, but the silence lingers longer than it should. And that's where we're going to start our morning. Who would like to kick off your morning routine, your everyday? Ooh. Electo.
If it's morning, Electo's probably just a tad tired, having stayed up the night before, on something she was tinkering with that she probably should not have been tinkering with. So she wakes up a little bit with still a wrench or something in her hand, a little bit of grease on her. As she kind of just gets up. Is the sun out? Why is the sun out? But the sun is too soon. It's too soon. But she's being loud to wake everybody else up. She will not suffer alone.
So, who does Electo wake up?
Farthing.
Go ahead.
Farthing definitely would be awake already, but trying to not be, or trying to pretend like she isn't. I completely forgot to describe her, so since she doesn't really look that much like me, I probably should. She is a 14-year-old kid. She is dressed in kind of whatever is left over. Lots of stuff that's a little bit too big, a little bit too bright. She finds all the scraps she can find. She's probably barefoot, and if it's morning time, she's probably already gotten up and checked kind of the feeling of the air and the dirt, and then gone back to sleep until she hears Electo yelling.
All right. And who else? Yvonne.
I'll go next then. I'll say Evie is an early waker. She's not usually an early waker, but it's the mood in camp's been getting to her. She's been getting up early. She went and did a little cleaning around the Road Queen's chair, and then when she couldn't take it anymore, she went back to her trailer and sat down and started primping, trying to fiddle with an old radio and trying to see if she could distract herself somehow. But she comes out when she hears Electo being loud.
All right. And what does Yvonne do when Electo has stirred quite so gregariously and loudly?
You hear she's been trying to practice some of her other accents, so today she has a bit of a southern sort of twang to her voice, and she says, well, good morning, Electo. Breakfast has been done. If you're hungry, coffee maybe?
No, don't give me the poison, but give me food. Thank you.
Perfect. And you see she has a bit of a jittery sort of energy to her that's been there for a couple of days, but because no one said the word missing yet, but she knows everybody's probably been thinking it, and she's trying to be like, no, that's not what's happening here. Everything's fine, everything's normal. Food.
And just because I'm curious, what's on the menu?
It's probably better not to ask. It is meat. It is a meat. It's been there for a while. It's edible.
Okay.
Electra doesn't care. It's food. She's eating it, and she's just kind of looking up at Yvonne. It was very good. It was very good. Top notch. That'll wake me up. If you want me to look at that radio, let me know. But you have to understand, I will have to take it apart.
Sure. Most of the things here, I probably have been at some point, so I don't mind. As long as you give me something back. I can't stand the silence.
Yeah, she'll kind of just take it. But you would know that a lot of the times things don't come back the same.
She would know, but at this point, she's like, just give me anything, please. I'm begging you.
Are you gonna start tinkering with the little radio?
Yeah, she's gonna like finish up her food, just kind of pull out her tools, and it is the most neurotic set of tools in the sense that it looked like she purposefully made it look messy. Like there's like 3 of the same thing, not like nothing that's actually useful. She has to bend things in certain ways to make it work. But yeah, she would start to tinker. Can I roll for that? Or
Yeah, you can roll for it. First roll of the game.
what am I rolling?
Go. That'll be, I believe, wits. And then, do you have any talents in repair? Or repair?
I'm a mechanic. I am a mechanic.
So what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll your wits total, and whatever bonuses the mechanic gives you. It's usually like a +2.
Okay, and that's just like the d6 that I roll because I have a 4 in wits.
Yes.
Right.
So
I have a 6 in wits.
So you'll roll at least 4 in wits, and then 6 with your bonuses.
So it's just the d6 I roll once, right?
Yes.
Got it. We're learning. Okay, I got a 3.
Oh no, you roll them all together. You can if you on the bot. Sorry guys, in the chat watching the stream, we're also learning a new system called the electric state. I forgot to front load that. We're all learning together, and we're all learning a new dice roller too. So you can actually, when you go to click, you can click it multiple times to make your dice pools.
Okay, so the dice pool was 3 then, or 2?
For your, what was your total number?
My total number, I have my attribute for wits is 6, and then I have the mechanic feat, which gives me not feat talent, and it gives me the +2. I did look that.
Yep.
So it's just 2 dice. I think it's 2 dice. This is fun and a little confusing, but I will figure it out.
8
So
dice?
it's 8 dice.
It's 8 dice?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's basically rolling fireball. If you like rolling dice, this is the game for you.
I was very confused by this. Okay.
It's okay.
I'm trying to do the pool. Okay, so I have I need 5 more.
Yeah.
Where can I put the number of dice?
So where the little dice are at the very bottom, you can click that 8 times, and it should show you that on the little window where it goes.
Gotcha.
Send it to. You can click that. Yeah, there we go.
I made it work. So
did you get any
4...
6s?
I got no 6s.
Okay. So good news is because we're doing a little bit of a tutorial on the game where we're all learning together, there's no critical failures. So we don't need to worry about 1s at the moment. As we get to learn the system, we will add 1s back in, which will start adding complications. But as you go to do what you think is an easy repair, all you seem to be getting out of the bands is static. Now, recently, those electric storms that have been happening out in the Wasteland, they've been getting worse. So you're not thinking anything too weird about it. Obviously, it's the things goddamn broken and not any of your skill.
I can't get this. Listen, however, I may just give me the day, And if that's suspicious, you know she's gonna take it to her shop. Just give me the day. I got this. Don't worry, I got this.
Okay, yeah, sure, totally. She totally believes you. That she doesn't sense anything suspicious happening at all.
Farthing walks up yawning and like passes Electo. Is like, you got something else is broken?
Yeah, radio. A good hammering. I got this.
You got this. Yeah.
Eat your breakfast.
Radios. They're made of waves. Cool. Eileen, what day of the year is it? Or time of the year?
Let's go with early springtime in the desert, in the high desert. So it's beautiful. There are flowers out. The flowers may be part of, a radioactive yucca cactus, but
Yeah. Is it before March 20th?
Yeah, it definitely is.
So Farley's got this book on her arm. She's like kind of consulting it as she's like shoveling food into her mouth with her hand. And she's like, oh, well, I guess it's almost spring. I mean, it feels like spring, but it's not spring yet. Great. And then just keeps eating.
Yeah. Spring tends to, roll wits.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Oh, wait, I need to bring my character sheet back up. Where did you go, Farther? There you are.
Ooh, nice.
No sixes, just a 5.
Yeah. Well, as you kind of consult your ancient texts that you've got there, you aren't really. The high desert does tend to get spring a little earlier because of just the way it is, and you're not sure if it's just the world's a little wonky compared to these ancient texts, or if it's how it's always been and they just skipped good old desert time.
She starts flipping through the pages, trying to find out if there's somewhere where it talks about the difference between it feeling like a season and it technically being a season, and is just completely engrossed for the rest of breakfast.
Who else comes in to join breakfast?
I guess I can go. So Rosalind is sort of, she hates mornings. Light hurts, air hurts, being alive and flesh is awful. She basically just kind of rolls out of her cot and struggles out to go find the coffee that was offered earlier but was rejected. Not a lot of water is necessary as long as it just gets in there, to just get her awake and functioning. She kind of looks around. She is not interested. She doesn't want to know that reality exists right now, but it would be rude to not acknowledge other people. So she just kind of looks around. She goes, "Hey, what's going on? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but yeah."
Evie's gonna come around with a pot of coffee. It's black enough to be coffee. Don't know if it tastes much like it, but it has some sort of bean in it, and it definitely wakes you up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You just grab the entire carafe and just start drinking straight out of it. There's enough
for everyone. You can
No. This one's mine.
Oh,
you go find your own. I claimed it. I've claimed this in the name of me.
okay.
Thank you.
Well, I heard that coffee stunts your growth, so I probably shouldn't have any since I'm still growing.
Yes, no, definitely do not.
And I am fully grown. I am fully grown and half broken already, so.
She says, like, looking at the half of a cup that she already drank and just sort of is like, oh no, they agreed with me, and just slides it across the table to Rosalind.
Oh, more! I just pour it back into the thing. All right. What's going on?
It's almost spring.
How can you tell?
The stars?
Hey, that's actually a good answer.
Evie goes, Farthing, what did I say about having your book out while you're eating? You're gonna get it all dirty.
She looks at this book that is absolutely thrashed from existing since the 80s until now. Is like, okay, and puts it away.
Education is the only thing that will set us free from our dire existences. Let the child destroy every book she finds in her effort to educate herself. Also, I don't.
All right, I'll agree with you on that, but she can do that after she finishes breakfast.
Slightly out of character, any of you folks that are in the group would probably recognize the book, but it's definitely not like a normal looking book. This is the book that goes with her sort of lots of people call them a cult. that gives her sort of knowledge that other people might not have, and which she consults to do things like find water, know the seasons, know the directions, things like that you don't know how she knows. Like, it's what it says in the book doesn't make any sense to you.
Oh, thank God, I thought it was flowers in the attic.
No, it's definitely like what you would think of as like a weird religious magical tome if you were to just not know what was actually in it. What it is out of character is an really, however old the world has been destroyed plus since 1983, almanac. Merm, I think you muted.
Yes.
Somebody's muted.
I do a lot of reactions while I'm muted, so you're good.
Perfect. Okay. So I think Marnie is awake. Has been awake for hours because she has to. She's just very interested in everything that's around her. And so into this room where most of the people are unhappy that it is morning, Marnie, the morning person, comes busting in her brown zip up jacket with her glasses on. Her hair has just been coiffed, and she comes in. Hi, everybody! It's so nice to see everybody. How's everybody doing? Is everybody doing all right? Everybody, excuse me. Does anybody have some coffee for me? I think I need some coffee this morning.
Because Rosalind just kind of holds the coffee away and is like, no, repent.
From the
Listen,
shop, you hear Electo yell back, "No coffee!"
I just want a little bit of coffee, just a little bit of coffee, because I've been up for a long time. And did anybody notice that the weather's a little bit different today? It's not usually like this, and I think it might be because it's spring. Farthing, did I hear you say something about it being spring?
It's almost spring, technically, but it feels like spring. I'm trying to figure it out.
That's what it feels like. It feels like it's almost spring. And you know, when the spring comes, that's when we get the new stuff to study. I can't wait. Are you sure I can't have any coffee?
Kind of looks
Evie
at
has already started on a second carafe and she's sliding it over. Yep, go ahead.
I kind of reach over and I just kind of push the carafe away. I'm like, here, have the rest of mine. And it's just grounds. Just the grounds on the bottom of the cup.
Evie like smacks
Here.
Rosalind by the hand and be like, no.
She deserves it!
Marty kind of looks over and she kind of tries to look into the cup and sees that it's just grounds, and she kind of just smiles a little bit because she's not bothered by the fact that it's grounds, but she appreciates that a hand was slapped away. Like, oh, okay.
None of you are fun.
I guess I don't need any coffee. I guess I could just. What are we talking about today? What was we doing?
Electo walks back at this and looks at Rosalind. I failed. Again. I failed again. But I will succeed. I will fix that radio.
What is this
This is-
failure we are speaking of?
I was supposed to fix the radio, and I can't do it. I can't get any signal. It's just static. I even used my hammer.
You hammered the radio?
Not the whole radio, just the little part of it that would help, with signal and stuff.
I somehow feel like that's not how you did that. Maybe.
Have you known me to lie? Above game, yes.
Probably, yeah.
I mean, it worked on the toaster. Well, I guess the toaster
It toasts.
technically- If you hold it over the fire.
Evie comes around with like a plate of burnt toast.
Well, it definitely toasts.
If you set anything on fire, it will toast it. So I guess in that way, it is a success.
But with the toaster, it toasts properly, even over the fire. We're missing someone. She starts counting. We're missing a person. Who isn't awake?
The door opens very slowly. And Belle walks in and is just kind of head low. Marnie, it is the morning. I need you to take it down like 6 notches because I haven't. You talk about the coffee that you're drinking. I haven't drank any of that coffee. I also don't want that coffee be incredible, but not this morning. Alecto, try stabbing it next time, and then I pass you a knife. You could try that instead, because that was what works for me. Okay, so you try that knife. It's fine. Farthing.
Don't you
read.
should try the knife if it's plugged in. What?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh my gosh.
Do we plug it in first, or?
Alecto, no. Not inside. You can do that outside, not inside. That could
Got
be a
it.
fire hazard or whatever. Farthing, don't your fucking book. Ew. Rosalind and I would like to try
like on the table and like puts it in a little special made satchel to keep people from looking inside it or being grossed out or wanting it or anything. She's just like,
Farthing, I'm watching you because that book, why are you? Rosalind, and then I try to take the coffee out of your hand.
Anywhere. I could have been assigned anywhere, and I came to you guys on my own. And you might not understand what it means to have a pharmanic witch on your team, but other people do, and we're very highly prized. And just because I wasn't assigned to you doesn't mean that I'm not worthwhile. And the Rogue Queen will agree and let me stay forever when we find her, which is why we should go into the desert.
Hey, Farthing, I had never said anything bad about you like that. You are a part of our team, and we all love you so much. Okay? It's gonna be okay. I just like your book. It's moldy and gross, and I don't want you to touch it and then touch me, if I'm being completely honest. I just, keep the spores to you, because we got enough of that out there, okay?
I will keep the spores to myself, and I will see if I can find a way to
just
kind
not
of
have
dry
spores?
brush it off. We'll try to clean it.
We need to find some
Clean
hand
books.
sanitizer.
It's not. Most of it's not actually mold because see, if you ask Marnie John, you'll see that she said most of it's not mold. It's just dust, and then there was mold, and then it left some stains, but you can't. There's not anything to make new mold. I'll keep it in the bag. That didn't.
I need a drink. That's what I need. B, do you have any liquor back there? I need to take a couple shots.
And Evie's like,
Me
this
too.
is exactly
What Pele
Rosalind,
said.
this is
What Pele
exactly
said.
why. This is exactly why we do not bring the book out for breakfast.
All right, off the table.
Belle, no drinking before 9 a.m.
Yo, why not?
No.
Sully, give me
No.
it. I need
No.
just. And then I
And
take
she
out.
puts down
I-
she puts down an extra large plate of bacon in front of
Oh no!
Thank
Coffee
you so
and
much for
bacon.
breakfast. And then I take out my little can. I take a swig of my own liquor that I have on hand. It's great. I'll eat your bacon in a second.
Electo manifests behind Pele. I was like, can I have some?
Oh, you got for me. This has to be an exchange. I'm not just going to give you my liquor. Oh, yo.
Lord.
I promise to look at anything you want me to look at and try to fix it. Or destroy it. Or blow it up.
Okay, so here's the thing. That's the thing. I don't want you touching my stuff because you're going to destroy it. Okay? Electo, you're great.
You have to take it apart and then put it back together even better.
But you can't put it back together. That's the issue.
I haven't got it there yet, but I'm going to get there. Once I'm able to put it back together, I'm going to be the best mechanic ever. Wait and see.
Okay, if I give you one swig right now, will you shut the fuck up about this?
Yes, I will literally tape my mouth shut. I have the tape.
Take a swig and give it back to me.
She takes a swig and immediately gets like an old piece of duct tape that's been used before and just plops it out her mouth.
I can't believe that was that easy. Hey, Marnie, does that work for you too?
Hey, all right, Pele. Listen. So
What?
you know that I listen. You know that I love. I do.
Can you take it? Can you be half volume? You can cut it out.
Sometimes, every once in a while, I do like. Is that what you wanted? You
No,
wanted me to be a
because
little
now I
bit
can't
quieter?
hear you. Hey, yo. Okay.
Okay.
Just be yourself, Marnie. Just be yourself.
I'm being myself, but you tell me that I'm too loud, then you tell me that I'm too quiet. Listen.
So loud. Oh my gosh.
You know, Rosalind at this point is just like crawling off of her chair onto the ground and then trying so hard to just slowly push herself away with all of the emphasis inside of her soul. Just, no, please make it stop. I can't anymore. Why are you all so loud?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be loud. That's my bad. It's my bad.
She just
And
goes
I got
back.
one of them to tape their mouths, so I think I have a plus one.
Yeah, but you're one of them too!
Would you like a swig?
And then she just goes back into her hidey hole, and you hear her slam back into her cot, and she's just moaning as she's rolling back into her burrito. Like, don't wake me up until you all die. Please. Just leave me alone.
Marnie's like taken aback by that, and she just decides it's like, okay, it's time to start taking notes. So she kind of sits back and she's like, all right. So I see that we're all feeling a little bit different this morning. So I'm just gonna mark it down.
This is her usual personality. She just hates loud things and hates mornings. So congratulations, you've ruined her life.
On the side of the kind of the Autocamp is made mostly out of RVs and kind of some extra shelters and a few extra like sheds made out of found materials throughout the Joshua Tree area. And on the side of your guys' RV, there's a small knock on the metal siding. Everything all right in there?
Electo, take that tape off your mouth. Someone's trying to talk to you.
To the RV?
Yeah, the door can open up. Is everything all right? This is a familiar voice. This is not.
Evie goes to open the door. No, everything's just fine.
Okay.
It's just one of those mornings, you know.
And outside you see Ma Lizette. She is one of the older matrons of the Autocamp. And she's got what looks like a few kind of like thrown together pastries made out of the giant acorns that are traded across the land to use as flour. Wheat doesn't grow very well down here, but you can kind of get some of those great California oak acorns out this far. They have been mutated by time and, you know, all the weird things out here in the Wasteland. So they have gotten much bigger. So actually acorn flour is one of the mainstays. So she's made little acorn flour cakes. And on top of it is one of the local cuisine's favorite things, or at least, you know, now that we don't have a bunch of grocery stores and a lot of, you know, ways to save stuff, she has cholla preserves on them. Cholla is a cactus regional to the area that has been harvested by local communities of indigenous folks for thousands of years within Joshua Tree. And it is as close as you can get to sweet berries out here.
Farthing like rushes
Bless you.
past her, grabs one of the cakes, kisses her on the cheek, says, "Thanks, Ma," and then runs past her and then hits her on purpose in the butt with her book while she's like booking it out into the sort of common area part of the outside of the camp.
As you do, she kind of like does that spin as she tries to turn around, and you just kind of like glance like right out of her perception, and then turns back to the group. Would you guys like some as well?
Oh, yes, please. Bless you. And she, Evie takes the rest of the platter and like, we're having breakfast if you want to come on in.
What's for breakfast?
The usual.
Oh, I'm full.
Are you sure? We have quite a lot left over.
Oh, I had so many acorn cakes. I had so many. Thank you though for your kind
all right,
offer.
We'll save some more for you next time.
Oh, goody. Thank you. I'm gonna go back over to the encampment, and you guys can see over at the lodge, which is this big almost bivouac, like almost a hangar on its side made out of metal with what looks like ancient panes of glass at this point, weathered through time, although we do try and, you know, polish those windows with whatever cleaner we got, that overlooks the expanse of desert. We got plenty over there. I'm gonna get back over there and make sure that, you know, everybody's gotten a little bit of their fair share. And then as you guys kind of like look over there, you can see that the lights are flickering in the building.
Is that
You want me to go
normal?
look at your lights?
Oh, yeah, we were having some issues with the biodiesel generator this morning.
I can look at that.
Oh, that'd be great. Help get some of that energy out. As she kind of like looks for like the adultiest adult in the room and realizes it's her and she's still tired. Oh. Well, yeah, we would love some assistance with that.
Let me go get my toolbox.
All right.
And you just see like to like run past and grab again another just a toolbox, but what's inside cannot be called tools. Maybe like 4 of them. Everything else just seems to be junk.
Amazing. And as we kind of follow Farthing, as the camera kind of pans behind her, we get to see more of Autocamp. We see more RVs, ancient, rusted, what used to be silver, little encampments, the rusted sides of sheds, and where the desert plants give way to almost what looks like cultured shrubbery, the creosote, which has evolved really rapidly in this new world that we find ourselves in. The creosote has become the best source of biofuel that the Wasteland has seemed to offer in this area. You can see out in the garden, Iona Root, who is one of the top gardeners that helps tend to these plants that are hardy and drought tolerant, but full of wonderful oils, only improved by the situation that you guys have found the world in. Further out, you can see a small watchtower that has been erected that overlooks the road. And that's got Jax and his Echo dog, named Echo. That's the name. there's another small child further up playing with a slingshot. Their name is Little Soul. And further up, you can see the sheds where Mara Dune and Oil Can work, usually repairing generators or tending to mechanical needs of the encampment. And inside of the lodge, is where Ma Lizette tends to work, both in the kitchens and help tend into the basically the biofuel distillery that you guys have now as part of your encampment. As well as Sister Lourdes, who tends to the world's tiniest little library made of mostly board books, which have seemed to have held up to the desert and these dry temperatures the best. Paper does do okay in these elevations with how dry it is, but they're a little harder to come by because giant printing presses take so much power to get going. So you're basically left now with a bunch of Louis Lamar books and some paperback books and what you can find. If you guys are off to go look at those generators, you're going to want to head towards that lodge.
Are we all gonna go, or
That's up to you.
all right, so I guess Rosalind doesn't really trust Electo and their apparent pyromania tendencies, so she's going to sacrifice her peace and sort of shimmy out of her little cocoon and be like, no, wait. I feel like it would be better if you had a chaperone.
Belle's gonna come up behind you and just give you a knife and just be like, if you need this, use it if you need to, okay?
Yeah, thank you. I already cut my hair.
I don't think Marnie has any urge to join you at the generator. She's got notes to take and things to study and things to look at. So I think she's either going to go ahead and stay. I think she's going to stay where she's at and just she's got a lot of things to write down right now. So she's going to get in her book and kind of.
No, okay, no. Rosalind looks at her and is like, no, you're not doing this right now. Come with me. I'm not going alone. Yank.
All right. She gets shook up a little bit and she takes
You
her
can
book.
write your notes anywhere. It's mobile.
She's she drops the book, she picks it back up, she dusts it off a little bit. Oh, all right.
Besides, the outside is full of science. Let's go.
Rosalind, right. I'll take my notes with you, but you know what? I want it to be heard and known that you know that I didn't want to go and do this with you, okay?
Oh.
But she admits that she understands that she has to join you. She's not down for it, but she's gonna join you, and she's ready for whatever unready for adventure that is coming. She's like, all right, let's go. Let's do
We're
this.
probably gonna die in a terrible explosion, but at least we might save something. I don't know. Let's go.
She accepts it because she's with you.
What does I have you guys like half skipping? She's so excited to get to work on this because she heard diesel and she's like,
Diesel.
Then we're just dragging our feet. We're just kind of like, we're going, but we're like, okay.
No, I know you're a lot more excited than I am because you're like, oh, I can observe stuff, and I'm just like, I want to go back to bed.
All right, so you guys make your way over to the lodge and off to kind of like a little service area where the giant diesel generators are running. They're usually loud, so and besides, you should never, a safety fact, don't have a generator inside of a building. You want it in attached to. And you guys go into this little side room that's properly ventilated. And you guys find these giant diesel generators that help power the area. How how do you want to go about trying to sort out what's going on?
She said the lights were flickering, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's kind of gonna go look over at the generator, see if there's any wires loose, anything that needs to be properly tightened. So she's gonna first give it a full. She does know what she's doing. She just doesn't want to do things the right way. Because if you're creative and skip steps, sometimes you make a new thing. That's the mentality. But she is looking it over, trying to like discern what's wrong with it.
All
before
right.
attempting to tighten something, fix some wires, try to fix the lights.
Are you gonna ask? Is anyone gonna help?
Yep. Anyone? Like, okay, so clearly it's not broken, so I don't have to break it. I mean, I don't have to break it, but we should. Does anyone want to look at just in case to check my work so that I don't break it? Because I kind of want to break it, but not in a bad way. But like I think I can make it better. But I feel like you should just make sure that that's fine before I tinker.
Marnie decides to like come on through, and she comes in. She doesn't say anything. She just comes in and she gets really, 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 really close to it, like this close to it, and takes a look, like she knows what she's talking about, even though she doesn't. She just wants to observe, and she takes a look and she goes, "Yeah, that looks good. That looks about right. Yeah." And then she starts taking notes. She starts backing up.
So, Electo, you can take an extra die to add to your pool as you try and get this giant generator working.
Yay, now that I figured out how to do this.
It's actually a really useful tool. It took me a bit to learn how to use it too when I was playing with it. Any sixes? One of them's cocked. Reroll that. Get that out of there. Oh no!
Nope. So 3. I had like 3 5s, but no 6.
Oh no!
The dice are telling a story. The dice are telling a story.
The dice want to tell a story, and it's that Electo is learning how to fix things, not just break them gloriously. You think that there might be a clog. You're not really sure, and then you kind of like stick your head in, and you see that like as you look around. It's not very unapparent, but it seems almost like there's less of that fuel in this storage room than there typically is. Now, you shouldn't have a ton of fuel next to your generator anyway. It's a fire hazard. Be safe, everybody. But, you know, you do want to have like a little bit on hand just in case, and it seems like supplies are just running a little low in this area.
I mean, there's also a chance we just need to put more fuel in there. So she's going to go over to what's left of it. What do you think? Where she turns to the others.
Of the fuel?
Oh, like, yeah. Like, I'm just going to pour it in.
Are you going to set it on fire before you pour it in?
I don't think so, but fire is light.
No.
Just saying, fire gives light, and
I'm just making sure that you're gonna do normal things instead of things you do.
I will put it normal. I will make sure we have lights,
Okay.
and not fire. However, I will state, light from a fire can be brighter, but let me go.
Okay. Okay.
But she'll find she's trying to find where you're supposed to pour the fuel for the generator.
It's usually a little cap with what looks like. Well, you don't really know exactly what this is, but it kind of looks like a square with a little hose that goes to like a fuel, like a little dispenser that kind of looks like the jugs, but not really. You've seen gas stations out in the world, but you've never really seen them used. And it kind of looks like that.
She she opens it up and just starts pouring the fuel. If she needed a funnel, she'll find a funnel and kind of pour it. If it has the little hose,
Good
just kind of
idea. Good idea. As
like I was
someone
just
who-
gonna pour it over.
Yeah. So you're able to not spill flammable material all over a hot heat source. Yay, fire safety. I've done my job. I can go home. And so the generator kind of kicks back on. But you can see that like there's still it's not running quite as smooth as it should be, but it definitely seems to be doing a little bit better. We'll make that a partial success. Because you did roll a bunch of 5s and no 6s, but you only need 1 6 to succeed. So we'll meet somewhere in the middle. And you can see Lizette comes out to check. Oh, you were already working on that. Oh,
Yeah. It's
good.
running. I don't know how like long it'll run for, but that should last us a couple more days, if anything, before we have to figure out why it's being funky. But I think it should work for a bit.
Well,
but the offer to take it apart is there. You don't have to take me up on it, but the offer is there if you ever want to consider it.
I will definitely take that as a kindness. Hopefully, Mara from over, and she kind of motions to the diesel processing area, like larger barns that have been constructed, because you need a lot of room to process out the oils from plants. When Mara gets a free hand, maybe she can give it a look. And you know what? The Road Queens should be back. And she kind of like looks at a watch that doesn't really work. Any minute now. Maybe she can look at it when she gets back.
Yeah, like I feel like you said that yesterday, but totally, yeah. When the Road Queen gets back, she knows all this stuff.
Yeah.
But how do you know it's gonna be any minute now? Because that's what you said yesterday, and I think the day before. But I'm not really counting the days yet.
Well, she said she was gonna be back in about a week or two, a few weeks, and we're pushing 4.
Yeah, she's probably doing something that's gonna help and that's gonna make everything here better. So
yeah. Well,
Having
thank you.
overheard part of this, Farthing just sort of slides up and is like, "It's actually been 4 weeks, 3 days, 2 hours, and 16 minutes," and then like runs back off to the middle of the camp where she was standing, kind of like this, and wiggling her toes in the ground, and goes back to doing that.
Well, I'll let you get back to your day. Thank you so much. Let's see. What is Pele up to while all of this is going on?
Bede first just kind of stays back and just watches all of them do that. Just like, they do that. I do this, and this is just sitting here, not doing a damn thing. And then I think Bele's gonna go out to like the outskirts to see if any of her contacts are around.
You kind of make your way over to the outskirts of the Autocamp. Why don't you describe your contacts a little bit while we're here in this moment?
Yeah, so the contact that I'm like meeting up with is a regular of mine who I get less than desirable things from. So I'll just say it for now. They are very small. They're probably like 4'6". They just kind of sneak places. As a joke, I call them cactus because they like to wear spiny things all over their body, just to keep predators away. Which doesn't work most of the time, but cactus is a good person. They don't fuck me over too much. and I only kick them probably once a week for their fucking bullshit. But I'm meeting with Cactus to see if they had gotten any info on our road mother.
Okay.
Because, 31 days and 30 a month and 3 days is a little too long for me. Because that seat looks a little cold, and someone's got to sit there at some point.
Amazing. So you kind of wait on the outskirts of the Autocamp, and there's a little rustling in the brush as somebody moves through the edges of the untamed desert and into the slightly more maintained Autocamp. And there's Cactus. Hey.
Cactus, hey. You got anything for me? Like signs, blood, a hand, fingers, whatever. An eyeball? I don't know.
Well, yeah. And
you.
yeah. And Cactus reaches into their bag and pulls out what looks like a bag of suspicious meat.
Cactus, please tell me that this was kind of put to the side from everything else, because I swear if this is on any one of your weapons or anything like that, that's just not sanitary.
Oh, who said anything about weapons? I just bring you the meat. And
How did you get the meat without weapons?
Trading? I am very good at trading.
Okay, Cactus, I do not need to know about your personal life. Just give me what you found.
And what do I get in return?
What you need. Yeah, I always, I'm good for you.
I want the book. I want the book about the hungry caterpillar.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
You want the hungry caterpillar board book?
Yeah, and I want 4 Beanie Babies.
You want 4 Beanie? Darling, that's so much I have to get for you.
Yeah. Well, if
can
you
I
want
put a down payment?
Can I? Roll empathy, but this empathy is more of like an intimidation check. It's like a reverse empathy. You're trying to get them to feel away.
All right, that's 4d6. Fuck me.
Oh no.
We do not succeed here. That is just not what we do.
Then I'll take my suspicious bag of meat with me, and he throws it over his tiny shoulder, and his arm that's covered in spines and like punk rock little spikes, so he can't be just carried off by birds. What?
Cactus, I can. Yeah. Fuck. Fuck. What do I have on me? Let's see. What if I could get you something that is just as entertaining as the Hungry Caterpillar? Would that work for you as a down payment?
What is it?
And Bele grabs their Walkman out of their bag, like with headphones attached to it. And on the inside there is a Cranberries album. And I'm like, you could use this. I just got new batteries like 2-3 days ago, and I haven't listened to it since I got the new batteries, so it's fully charged. You could probably get like hours of listening from these.
Let's see. I'm going to roll a contested roll and see if he can suss out that that's a good deal. And by him suss out if it's a good deal, I mean if he realizes that it's actually worth more than 4 Beanie Babies. Copy. I don't want to roll on that one. Sorry, guys. Do, 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 do. 1. We'll make it a DC of 1 die. He also failed. Oh my goodness. And if push comes to shove, I can trade this for a whole bunch of those good flamingo Beanie Babies. They're just so whimsical.
I agree. They're so whimsical and sometimes pink. Yeah, sometimes they're pink.
You know,
That's
I've heard of flamingos. I wish to see one in real life. And he starts to leave.
Hey, Sandy, get your fucking ass back here. I need my meat.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, my gosh.
And he hands you back the bag of meat.
I thought I was gonna get a piece of meat from this bag. Okay,
Oh!
You know what?
I thought you wanted the whole damn bag.
No, I'm gonna take the whole bag now. You gave me the whole bag. I'm going to take the whole bag. It's fine.
Oh. That's why it was so expensive.
You know, this lack of communication, I think, is only going to help me in this whole process, so I'm just gonna go back to camp.
I'm gonna trade this Walkman for so many flamingos. And he just starts to wander off, not answering any other questions unless you ask.
No, but when Pele turns around, she, like, whispers to herself, she's like, I can't believe at one point I considered that to be my best friend. What the fuck is wrong with me? And then walks back to camp.
Okay. Yvonne, what are you up to?
Sorry, was muted. I think that she doesn't have very much to do because she doesn't have any sort of special skills. She was only whatever she did with the Road Queen. So now that the Road Queen's not here, she's kind of at a bit of a loss. So you see her going around camp, finding anything that looks a little bit dirty, which is basically everything because it's covered in dust. And she starts doing her best to clean and then stops and is like, what am I doing? And gets back to being busy, or looking busy at least.
Mm-hmm. I think at some point you start taking out like ancient spray bottles that are like, you have to be careful because the plastic may break. Because of just how old it is, and you're trying to Windex the giant window of the lodge, and leaning kind of over from where they've been tending to the few younger, like the youngest children of Autocamp, Sister Lourdes kind of steps on over as they are building with magnetiles on a piece of, rusty metal. Very kid safe, or as kid safe as you can. What are you working on?
Oh, I don't know. And like you see, she like does a little wipe, and it like makes a really loud squeak, a really sad, loud like squeak.
Oh.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Do you want to come in?
Yes, please.
Okay. And she kind of like steps in and lets you into like this little like makeshift preschool room. Here, have a seat. Take a few deep breaths. We'll get you sorted. Do you want to help with snack time?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good. Deep breaths. And she goes over and finds like a box of the stalest crackers known to man. and they are in the shape of rocket ships. So they're the good ones. She somehow got Trader Joe's rocket ship crackers, which those are hard to come by. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure that every little one gets a little treat. Okay?
And she goes over and tries to like put on a smiling face, and like you see immediately, like when she turns to the kids, like there's this weird switch where she like goes from being like panicky to just like everything's totally fine. The kids, I'm focused on the kids right now, and she goes to them and she makes like a little production of it, being like, oh, look at the little rocket ship, open your mouth, say
Says like a 4-year-old, which it is a little concerning.
Yeah.
You go through this process for a little bit, and Sister Lourdes sees that you seem to be doing a little bit better. You like your shoulders relax as much as your shoulders can, but it seems to like be a centering activity. There you go. Don't worry, we can always find something for you to do here. There are not enough hands for how grubby these hands get. You know how that is.
And you see it works for a little bit, but after like the kids all go off and it's just her and Sister Loris, she gets that look on her face again, and she looks at her and is like, she's coming back, isn't she?
I mean, she always has. She'll probably come back with some newfangled invention or some way to improve our lives around here. You know, though, sometimes I worry, you know, in the old stories, she'd be kind of a legend now. And sometimes they do just walk off into the sunset. And it's like, you can tell, actually roll empathy.
Empathy. This isn't like a sway thing, so I don't add my talents to it, right?
No, you're getting kind of a feel for the room. Oh man, 6s are hard to come by in this game. So you don't really... It's hard to tell exactly what this other person is feeling, but you can tell that there's like a little bit of like that worry tone in their voice.
And actually hearing that worry calms her down a little, because like she's been feeling, it's not that she doesn't think the other people don't care, but she has been feeling a little bit alone in her concern, because to her the Road Queen is all she really has. So it calms her down to know that, oh, other people are being just as affected by this as she is.
All right.
You know, maybe I'm just being a little bit too paranoid. Things have been a little weird lately. You know, hearing some weird things on the radio, and the lights are going on the fritz, and I think I just want her to be back so everything's normal again.
Well, even when she is here, sometimes the radio does go on the fritz. Sometimes, you know, the weather does change and lights start to flicker. But it'd be a bit more comforting if she was here. I understand.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Sister Larisse. This was very helpful. I should probably go make sure that no one has blown anything up.
Yes, please. And if they do need to blow up heavy ordnance, not during nap time, would be great.
Oh, yes, of course. I should also make sure that Pele hasn't actually stabbed anyone.
All right. And we pan back out as the children go play on what looks like what remains of a playground out to Farthing, who's a little too old for playgrounds, a little too serious.
So Farthing's actually coming back from whatever she was doing in the middle of the space for a while, and she's feeling very carefully the ground with her feet, with her bare toes, and she's carrying this little like glass thing with like basically a straw that she's found that's clear inside of it. And she's holding it out, and she's walking kind of back toward where she thinks all of her friends, or at least the people in the camp that she feels closest to, and tends to sleep in the area of most often, which is the folks in the game. And she's looking at it, and she's watching the water in the straw start to lower. And when she probably runs into Evie on her way to the generator, and she's like, Evie, well, the weather's about to change, and the lights are flickering, and I think it's gonna rain soon, and I just think that out here, when it rains, it gets really bad, and if we're gonna find, well, if she's gonna find us, or if we're gonna find the Road Queen, we should probably do it soon.
You mean we should go out there to find her?
I mean, either we should go out there or she should get back, because it's gonna rain soon, and I don't really know if we can handle that without her.
Yeah, you're right. Well,
also, I think we should plant peanuts.
Okay. You should talk to someone about that, because I am not smart enough for any of that conversation. We're gonna go find everyone else, and we're gonna make this a group decision, because that's what we should do.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Have you seen Pele?
Pele went that way a little while ago, but
wherever you point, Pele just shows up with a
Just right
bag
as it-
that is dripping something that you don't know and you don't want to smell. What's up? You say my name?
Success.
I'm Success? Oh, yo. Thank you for your compliment. I have a bag. Don't smell it. It's really bad. I'm having a bad time.
I was not going to, but what is it?
Assorted meats.
Ah, perfect.
For breakfast, maybe? Probably not.
Dinner, definitely.
Sure. I haven't looked inside yet. So, where are we going?
I'm sure it's perfectly fine. We'll save some for Malizette too.
You should probably put that somewhere cold, and then we were gonna go find everybody else who was still at the generator, but there hasn't been an explosion yet, so counting that as a good thing.
Let's not say anything about that in case something does happen.
Are you? Yes.
Knock on wood.
I'm going to bring this because I need to go through it, and then I'll put it on ice.
Perfect. Right. We'll see you at the generator.
On the way to the generator, I'm like kind of tagging behind Pele, trying to look like really cool, like just trying to look as cool as she is, even though clearly not as cool as she is, but just and I'm like, so do you think that we should plant peanuts?
Peanuts are an excellent source of protein, so yes, but I see that you're trying to look cool, Farthing, but I do not feel cool right now because I have meat juices going down my back, and it is disgusting, and I hate everything. So let's just get to the fucking generator before I have to wash myself.
Great, yeah, protein. Also, we can make diesel out of it, she just sort of says offhand as she wanders into the generator room.
Bele stops and is just like, I'm so fucking stupid. This kid is so smart. What the fuck?
It's definitely magic. It's definitely magic.
All right, you guys are all reunited at the generators, which are still kind of sputtering, but at least it seems to be a more steady and a little less sputtery.
Okay, first of all, did anything blow up?
Well, I came to make sure that nothing blew up, and
Okay.
I feel like I have done my job.
You've done a great job. You've done a great job.
If anything blows up after this, I take absolutely no responsibility for it whatsoever.
Sweet.
I thought you were going to say you were going to take all the responsibility, and I thought that was going to be kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't do that.
All right. Bit of an impromptu group thing going on here. Farthing has brought up an idea that we should go looking for the Road Queen.
Oh, can I look in the bag now to see what I got from my contact?
Yeah.
What assorted meats have I found in the bag?
So the assorted meats that you found at least don't look like, the Road Queen's head is not in the bag. That's a good sign. We're
That's a
starting
great
strong.
sign. That's a good sign she's not dead, but she could be tortured, so that's like not great. Okay.
Or she could be communing with the desert. It could be
Do I
telling her
find
stuff.
fingers? Farthing. No. I need to check for fingers first, because that is kind of what I asked for.
You find little finger sandwiches or things that could be made into finger sandwiches.
What the fuck did Cactus give me?
A bag of meat.
Marnie just kind of like slides in there and just like, oh, I need to take a sample, and like starts taking just like a little tiny corner to like put into a little glass vial, but she doesn't have a glass vial right now, so she just kind of holds it grossly over in the corner, ready to like take it and study it. Why, Bella? Listen, I don't know where this is from, so I need to research, right? I need to take a look at it, and I need to.
So, No. You're not. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. You're doing great, Marnie. You're doing great, Marnie. I just want to say that right up front. I'm upset at the person who gave me the bag of meat.
Oh, okay.
Because I asked for body parts, and I got assorted meats.
Marnie kind of just looks around and like sticks it in her pocket, pats it, and wipes her hand on her pants.
That's going to smell so bad in about 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. Can I try to discern what Cactus is trying to communicate to me through assorted meats in this bag?
Cactus was trying to deliver your request with what they had on him, which was a bag of assorted meats.
Okay,
no messages, just a response to your ask.
Farthing, we have to go find the Road Queen. Cactus and I need to have a conversation while I hold him right up next to a predator so that I can have a conversation that he actually hears. Fuck me.
Okay, so I have some thoughts, but, I defer to the adults about, like, which way we're going to go there. I know there are a couple ways. I would say that I don't think, and she looks at this weird glass thing again, I don't think it's going to rain, like, in the next 2 days, but they're definitely coming. Thoughts, feelings.
Is this a question, or are you just telling us that you have thoughts and feelings?
Oh, yeah?
Who is they?
Yeah? Which yeah? You're telling us, or you're asking? Oh god, it's a good thing I never had kids.
Your voice went up like a couple notches on that one, Rosalind. Just a little. I'm just saying, like, I think you should be proud that that note you just hit.
Okay,
I
so I
wanna
always
know.
have thoughts and feelings, but I'm not. I don't have a car. Not an adult. I don't even have a driver's license. Do those still exist, or could I
Oh,
just
oh,
like
okay,
drive a
okay,
car?
okay,
Am I
okay,
allowed
okay.
to drive
Focus. Are you asking a question, or
Yeah.
are you telling us that something is going to happen?
Both.
Okay, what is going to happen?
Well, like Bailey just said, we should go and find the Road Queen. So if we're gonna go and find the Road Queen, we should probably do it before it rains. And
Okay.
but I'm not an adult. I know lots of stuff,
Mhm.
but I don't know how to drive.
Yeah, okay, all right. So, what is it that you're asking?
Should we go and find the Road Queen?
All right, all right. I still don't understand what happened, but we should definitely go look for her because that's like my only job. That's the only skill I have, so let's do it.
Above table, DM, do we know the vague direction in which the Road Queen went?
No. You kind of saw her hit the road and head vaguely to the right, you think?
Can I
It
invoke
wasn't
my
like
talent?
a grand send-off. She tends to just kind of go off on little adventures, comes back with, extra tin cans. Sometimes, if you're lucky, a bunch of lunch trays. If you're really lucky, she comes back with, like, mechanical parts. As she has for now about the last 20 to 30 years. She's getting a little up in age. But she's still got it.
Cool. Can I invoke my talent to ask you, the GM,
Yeah.
to give me some kind of useful information, preferably regarding what direction to go?
So you do get like this deep sense, Farthing, that because nobody has really thought that the Road Queen wouldn't come back, nobody's looked at her stuff yet. She has a workshop sometimes, and if I remember our character building, you've actually not met her, but you've seen her stuff. It's all over the place. She has the workshop you're not allowed in. She has the radio tower you're not allowed in. She's got a foot locker, like a big storage container in the garage that, has a lock on it. That could be a good place to start looking for information.
Should we check her stuff?
I can do is that sleuth? +2 with clues.
Yeah.
And I could probably go and check it out, see if I can find anything that would indicate where she went or what she was trying to do.
Okay.
Can I also give an extra help die because Evie has been manically keeping her spaces clean.
Yeah.
So she would probably know what to look for.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Which are you going to start with for investigating? Because you'll get different information in different places. The workshop, the foot locker, or the radio tower.
Which one's closer?
Probably either the workshop or the foot locker. The radio tower is kind of out at the outskirts, a little higher up.
We should try the foot locker first, but it's like her personal, her personal effects, right?
Yeah. So you guys head over to the garage area, and in this garage you can see vehicles and the big the tractors, the tank trucks that help, the farming trucks that they put the creosote in to start processing out into biodiesel. All sorts of dye.
Accidentally hit the wrong button.
I just got distracted. Ooh, shiny. ADHD moment. And amongst the vehicles, you can see oil can is kind of working, and over by the tools there's this giant foot locker.
Okay, so I can't see the little numbers on Dang. I know I saw 6.
Okay.
I know I saw 1 6.
I was gonna say, how are you getting it open? It is locked.
Oh. I don't have a talent for breaking into stuff.
I can try to
Alexa would
help.
have followed behind. Also,
If
I
you're
was
gonna
gonna
blow
help
it
and, like,
up,
no.
if you're gonna blow it up, do it in a way that it doesn't hurt the stuff inside of it.
Pele
Or
gave me a
yourself,
knife.
remember?
Oh, yeah, here, take it.
So she's gonna try to like use the knife to kind of like jimmy the door open.
I'd like to give a help action.
Yes.
It's like that. You put it there and then you put it there. Yes. That's yes.
Yeah. I guess roll agility. Plus, if you have a tool helping you, the bonus is from the tool, plus 1 extra for Pele helping.
Okay, so 2, 3, so 5. Not that many, but we're good. Let's pray for a 6. 2 6s. 2
Yeah.
6s.
like that lock was butter. You get it off.
The door just like opens all smooth, and she turns around like this like kind of like really manic grins. Like, see, knives are useful.
Knives are useful. That's right. Oh my gosh.
Oil can kind of like looks over his shoulder, as he's working on cars, and kind of like looks at you guys, and then like shakes his head and goes back to whatever he was working on this giant tractor.
So Rosalind is actually like quite happy that things worked out and didn't involve like damage to external body parts. So she sort of like pats it's Electo, right? Electo on the shoulder, like, you did good. Now just keep doing that.
So in the Foot Locker. Oh, or do you want to go? I would rather give the character moment as opposed to me giving exposition.
Oh. No, that's like the little brief, like I hate everybody, but that was good. You did good. Now keep doing that, and I'll stop maybe hating you a little bit. Anyway, let's go. Let's look at this locker thing. And going through it, you have to tell me what I find because I have no idea.
Yeah. So in the Foot Locker, inside are folded maps, and a notebook stained with fuel and sweat, and a few dried plants. In it you find what looks to be, I mean, a lot of this looks kind of older. You remember, you're a keen mind, and sometimes you'd help with map making and sussing out where the next place to get some good things would be from. You've never been out with the Road Queen, but you've been helping. You find a map marked with arrows to old ancient freeways. Well, ancient for you guys, and ancient for the roads even in today. And it's marked with yellow arrows, with almost like ways she thought of going. On the edges, there's some doodles in the margin of the end point is high ground. And there seems to be some math code along those edges.
Marnie is immediately intrigued by the math and code and wants to examine the map, but not for the content of the map, but for the map itself. What's it made out of? What's it? So she picks it up. She's looking at it. She's kind of like looking at the edges.
The map itself, it seems to be almost like a torn out auto guide from the before days. So this is some really old paper. Back in the old days when they, make maps that weren't hand drawn, even though she's doodled on it.
Yeah, Marnie's super intrigued by it. She smelled it. She's like, "Oh, you guys, I can tell this is old. This is old." And but because she's not concerned about the content of it, she hands it back off and like starts looking at the dust that's on her fingers and tries to decide whether or not she can like put it in a pocket to save it for later. But she doesn't know what to do, so she's just kind of...
Mommy, just don't put it in the same pocket as the meat.
The meat! Well, I've got to do something with the meats.
Marnie, if while you were looking, if only briefly at the math, do you want to roll a wits roll to see if you can figure out what the math is?
Yes. Let's do
while
it.
while you were doing the other thing, you might have noticed.
Okay, so wits. Okay, I get 4. Okay.
Any
So it's-
bonuses?
Only for electronics. So I
Okay.
don't know that this counts.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you a 1 bonus because
Okay.
I know what it is, and you might be able to figure it out.
All right. So that means 5. Okay. Roll. Maybe?
Maybe?
Did it roll?
I don't know. Try again.
Okay, let's try this again.
Sometimes it's a little slow. But it's fine.
Request failed with status code 400.
Try refreshing. It was giving me
Yes.
some issues earlier.
Let's give it a little refresh.
And I'll refresh mine as well. Oh, good. It finally got rid of those ugly...
There we
green lights.
go.
There we go.
Yee.
2
Two
sixes.
sixes.
See? Deuces.
Nice.
As you look over this map, what looks to be calculations, it is math, so it's not your strongest suit. You're stronger with electronics. But this is math relating to electronics. It seems to be calculations tied to broadcasting. And and terrain, which definitely still falls into electronics.
Got you. Okay. So Marnie sees this and she thinks she can use this, but she doesn't know how yet and doesn't want to say necessarily anything.
Mhm.
So she immediately starts furiously. She doesn't want to mess with the map, but she starts taking notes and writes down these codes to see how she can utilize this information in a beneficial way, because she feels like this will direct us at least somewhere.
And then one last clue for Rosalind. As you go through this crate, you realize, this isn't like she took a lot of stuff. She took like bare essentials. There's still a lot in here. So you can kind of start to deduce a little bit. Rosalind, roll empathy. Or wits, as you try and figure out what that could possibly mean.
Oh my goodness. Wait. Alright.
Because I have a knife problem, can I look for a knife and steal it from in here?
You want to steal a knife from the Foot Locker? Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I can't. Oh my God, 3 sixes.
3 sixes. Oh my goodness. You realize that she took enough supplies, Rosalind, for a short trip. Not one this long. Probably meant to, pack and return, pack just enough to go out and then return pretty quickly. Gone for days, not for weeks.
Okay. Is that,
Pele.
that's it?
And you wanted a knife.
That is correct. I would like a knife. Another one.
Okay. As you go through the Road Queen's stuff, roll me wits.
Okay. It's close combat. Never mind. I was gonna ask if I could use my talent, which is knife work, to be like, can I add a +2? Because I'm looking for knives specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Will you allow it?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah. Okay, that's 6 dice then.
Why not? We're playing fast and loose.
Come on! No, I didn't
You
find a
find
knife.
in the locker. Not a knife, but you find something almost more infuriating than a good old knife. You find a multi-tool that has a tiny little like knife on it.
The only thing she took everything of was her knives. Got it.
And it's a Swiss. It's like a Swiss Army knife. It's not a very good one. It's even worse. Can do a lot of things. Can't do them well.
Hi. Is anyone looking at Belle as she like rummages through everything?
Well, I am.
Yeah.
I'm just going to look at all of you, kind of just like make a face, and then just pocket it right in front of you, because this knife is not worth to like keep a secret from you all. It's just like, this is going in my pocket.
Okay.
All right. Where to next for clues? Yvonne, do you have any insight that you want to weigh in on this, since you had a more of an attachment to the Road Queen?
Yeah, I want to take a quick look at the map and see.
Okay.
It says like in the margins where it says she's looking for high ground.
Mm-hmm.
Does that spark anything at all in my memory?
As the Road Queen kind of did work in projects, you know that she always kind of like thought about things in general, and would talk about the different regions that she's been to in the local area. There's a few tall places in the calling it a desert is not really fair to the topography that you guys are in, because it's kind of like high desert. You're already pretty high up. So she's looking for somewhere taller to get over the mountains that kind of close off the area of Autocamp. You roll wits or empathy, whichever one you feel is more of how you would understand the Road Queen.
I believe I will go for empathy because
Okay.
wits not that great. Not very smarty.
I see a
2
6.
sixes.
Awesome. So, which means I'll let you remember in kind of a flashback moment where you do remember her sitting up late in the night with a map out, and she's looking at like a big regional map. Like she's found like what would be like a treasure in this scenario, a gigantic map of the whole of Southern California, and is slowly like, and this is not from a long time ago, this is just like a month, maybe a month and a half ago, before her trip, and she's circling 2 locations. One is called Keys. Keys out in Joshua Tree National Park is how it's labeled. The world becomes a national park when you don't have a nation. So it's a little bit of a misnomer now. And then there's another mountain further out in what was labeled the fabled land of Palm Springs. And that's San Jacinto.
I'm gonna look at the map that we have right now, and can I see those 2 places there?
You can. This map is like a little bit of a smaller map because it's not the big old honking one that you probably assume, because it's not, at least not in her footlocker. It might be in the other 2 places.
Or she took it with her.
It's a smaller map, but you know that the road from Autocamp, if you go basically to the right or to the left, takes you towards the old national park entrance, which would take you into Keys. If you take what was once called the freeway, if you take that to the right, that'll take you towards Palm Springs.
I think I will convey this to the group.
Yeah.
So, can anyone read a map?
Electo raises her hand.
Right.
I mean, kind of.
Okay. So, it's not on this one, but I think there was a few places that she said she was talking about. Keys and Palm Springs, if you know where those are. I don't remember much of the region. I feel like I've always been here,
Oh.
so.
Palm Spring. I do know Palm Springs. Above game. Is the Salton Sea still a thing?
Yes, the Salton Sea is
Okay.
even worse.
Okay, yeah, I haven't been there in a while, but it's really close to that that pile of chemicals that keeps wafting into the air. If you get too close, you kind of cough because you can't breathe.
Oh.
But it's like
I
if
can't tell if you're
you hit
embellishing or
that
saying the truth. Because when I went there, it was awful.
above table, I live 45 minutes from the Salton Sea.
Amazing.
So
You mean the lake that kills all the birds?
Yes.
I'm guessing that there is like stories about this probably at the temple, but just like in general because it's like such a weird thing that it just like kills tons of animals.
And here is a wonderful moment where I will let you guys build the mythology of the Salton Sea. You guys tell me what you've heard about this fabled body of water that in our reality is very caustic and awful and smells terrible. But you guys can embellish it now. You guys get to darn the edges of our already apocalyptic lake that we currently have.
I heard that there's a dead god under it.
is that why it smells? Because like if you get within 5 miles of the thing, it's hard to breathe. So if you hit that, you've gone too far. You've got to go back another maybe like half a day. Not even on a drive, maybe like another hour, 2 hours. But if you're walking, it's like half a day.
You know, I've never been, but I'm sure there's plenty of different samples for me to take if I ever get a chance to go. It's too smelly. It's too smelly for now.
You need
But if we
you
can
need
figure
the
out a
gear.
way. I like the what? Oh, a mask!
gear.
I could get gear. Pele, what are you doing?
Mommy, why are you looking at me?
Here.
Okay, the things that I've heard is I've sent people over there for stuff. Don't ask stuff. They haven't come back. I don't want to go there.
Evie looks at Pele and says, wait, when you said you asked Cactus for parts, for body parts,
No.
and if there are no body parts because the lake ate it all.
What are you getting at?
I'm just saying, we've heard some things about it. What if the lake just ate her?
Well, it would turn her into salt, and then she'd kind of still be there, like a sculpture. At least that's what happens with the feathers, or so the temple has told me. I haven't been there, but that's the dead god turns you into salt and then eats the insides.
Above table.
So
I'm just gonna make a joke. I was gonna ask above table, are they cured assorted meats?
Just toss that bag into the salt and see what happens.
You think Cactus got you good Salton Sea salted jerky meat? No, this is the squishy stuff.
I was about to say, like, is it just like the skin is salt and the insides are still, organs and stuffies? Because that doesn't seem very.
I don't know, but like apparently if you go look, there's some animals that still look like animals and some animals that are just bones, but they're all kind of salt.
I really want to know why she would want to go here. What drove her to come to this place?
Me?
The Road Queen.
Oh, yeah. No, why would I don't think she'd go get eaten by a dead salt god. I mean, it doesn't seem like that's what the other map is saying.
If it's in the map, then we have to consider all possibilities. Like,
Wait,
and
no,
then
but
narrow
Alecto,
it
you
down.
said that it wasn't in the map, but that's past where
So from
Evie
where
was
we
talking
are,
about?
so from where we are, if we go towards the spring palms or the palm springs, if you go a little too far southeast of it, you're gonna go a little. You'll end up there, and if you end up there, you gotta go back. So if we get lost, we just have to follow the smell. We find the lake, and then we have to go northwest of it to get to Palm Springs. If
Should
I'm
we check
remembering my
her
geography.
other spots of the rest of her stuff to see if maybe some of we'll know which direction to go? Because it seems like the two mountains might be in opposite directions.
Yeah.
Does she have more
Okay,
stuff?
above
I mean,
table,
I haven't
above
seen her stuff.
table, above table. We know she went right? Or do we
Well,
not know that?
at least initially, you know that she went kind of right-ish. Again, that was kind of like at least what you could kind of recall. Again, it's not like sending off, you know, a ship where everybody waves. Like usually she goes and comes back pretty frequently.
Okay. Well, I guess the best bet would be the radio tower.
Yeah.
Okay, so as an investigator, I'm going to just sort of sit there and be like, okay, so anything that anyone has seen or recognized or understood from any of these items that we have found, do you have any kind of information? Did you recognize anything that you haven't told the rest of us? Because if you don't share information, we might end up dead.
So Marnie actually she takes a look at her booklet, and this code, this formula that she wrote, she's been kind of like scribbling around trying to figure out what it could be. Is this coordinates? Is this math? She doesn't know what's happening here. And with that conversation with you saying what you said, can I see if there's a way, like, do I throw to see if I can understand? Like, is there a way for me to understand what these formulas are saying after doing all of this work in the book?
Yeah, you can roll or roll.
Okay. What would that be? Would that be wits again? Probably.
That'll be wits again, and this will actually be a higher difficulty. We're gonna say this is gonna be, you need to get at least 3 6s.
Oh no! Okay.
Because basically you're working with like a half written scribble note.
Got it. All right, so let's see. Let's see what happens. No, I only got 1.
What you do kind of start to gleam is you're looking through these calculations. You can definitely tell they're calculations, and they're referring to broadcasts. Most radios in this area, you know, like, are usually local because it's just you don't have enough of an infrastructure. I will allow you to glean from this one success because you weren't able to crack the code with only a half a code, basically.
Got it.
But you were able to get some information. This is long range. This is talking to the outside world, kind of long range.
Okay. So Rosalind, here's the thing. So I was taking a look at these formulas. I was taking a look at these calculations, and it turns out that they're actually broadcasts. But these broadcasts are from so far away. I don't know how we're going to be able to find her. Like, I think she might have gone, like, to the outside. Like, I don't know if we're going to be able to find her, and I don't know how to find her, but if we could find the rest of these calculations somewhere, we might be able to pinpoint the location of the broadcast, this very long range broadcast, because maybe that's the direction that she went in.
DM.
Yeah.
Do I know how far away the outside is from like where we are?
So it kind of varies from person to person what you consider the outside.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of is a point of perspective, but basically these are long enough radio signal bands that are described in the math that could reach far distances, farther than
Okay.
one would generally drive. This looks like if you were to pull out a map, you could almost talk to anybody.
Okay. So I'm asking because
Mm-hmm.
if I've looked at the information, if I looked at the clues, and she was only going for a couple of days,
Mm-hmm.
so she only had a little bit of stuff with her, and she was expecting to come back quickly. Um, the idea that she was trying to get to the outside to find the source of this signal seems unlikely, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, like maybe she was trying to meet someone in the middle, or she was trying to find like somewhere that like this signal was like telling her to go, or just like all of these random
Okay.
ideas. But I definitely don't think that she was trying to like go a long distance, because
Mm-hmm.
she didn't prepare for that.
Yeah.
So
That's a
yeah.
healthy deduction. And you feel like you might have more clues for what the broadcasts could be about at the
Yeah.
radio tower.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we should go there. Check it out.
We will take a short break because we've been going a little bit long, but I kind of expected this episode to be a little bit on the longer side, so we might hit closer to 3 hours, guys, if that's all good with you. Or we can save some stuff for later. I don't know. Maybe some things will move around during our little like 5 to 10 minute break. So we will be off stream. Everybody grab yourself a drink, go use the bathroom, and then tune back in as we continue our broadcast that goes worldwide. Thank you. Hi, we're back. We did not wander off like the Road Queen. We did come back. Yeah, I hope you all are enjoying this, and we're gonna get right back to the investigation portion of our program tonight. You guys were heading off to the radio tower to kind of put together, with the bit of information from the map and the math that Marnie John has kind of gleaned, relating to broadcasts. Yeah. The radio tower is out on kind of the outskirts of the Autocamp. It's being currently used as a watchtower by Jax. who's out there with their echo dog.
I'm gonna call up and we can see him up there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna call up and say hello.
One moment. Let me pull up my notes. It would help if I would stop reorganizing my notes at every given moment. There's Jax. He kind of like looks down at you guys and goes, "Hey, how's it going?"
Great. I think we need to go up there to look around a little bit, if that's all right.
Oh yeah, that's fine. And this rickety ladder starts to like descend a little bit, like drop down, almost like a fire escape ladder. But there's no buildings tall enough out here for fire escapes, so it was kind of jury rigged together with duct tape, hopes, dreams, mad science, magic. Who knows?
And a little bit of electospice.
A little bit of electospice.
Is it currently on fire?
It worked.
It was.
It was on fire.
There is a little bit of a singe mark in a couple of areas, and you're not really sure if that's welding or regular fire. But you guys are all
see a
able to
working
get
ladder.
in up into this little makeshift radio tower.
Before we do that, can I ask? I'm sorry. What is the gentleman with the dog's name?
His name is Jax.
Would I be able to ask him if maybe the Road Queen might have given him some sort of? I don't want to be like too paranoid sounding or whatever. If maybe because he patrols this area and he's like sort of like in charge for like some sort of security role, maybe if she had indicated to him where she might have been going, or maybe if he knew any information about like what she was doing.
He kind of sits on like the edge of the radio tower. A little bit more precarious than one would really want to be, because we're probably about a good at least 30 to 40 feet off the ground, as we are in like this little like watch area / there's a giant antenna coming out at the top. Well, you know, I think you might have misunderstood. I work for her, not her for me. But yeah, no, she wanders off, and I keep an eye out.
I mean, I'm just wondering if maybe you've heard something or saw something. Maybe she said something in passing. Like, just any information to help us figure out what's going on.
Well, she's been up
I'm not
here
accusing you of anything.
She's been up here tinkering a little bit more than normal. I mean, this is what I think would be normal. I mean, she's always tinkering, but she's been really interested recently. Huh. All I know for sure is if she was just out scouting, she'd probably have checked in by now.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. And Echo, the dog, kind of like rubs against your side, and then you ponder, how does Echo get up here? And you don't really want to know.
Mage hand.
It could be the giant dog backpack that's like in the corner. Yeah. But yeah, you're welcome to look around.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. And he kind of turns back around, and you can see that he's got an actual now the people of Autocamp tend to be a fairly peaceable people. He actually does have a rifle. A long worn hunting rifle, but he's actually got firepower.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, so who wants to go into this lab and poke around this woman's privacy?
Me.
Put it like that, Rosalind.
That's the only way to do it. We have to poke around.
We
Wait,
can
maybe
poke
she has
around
coffee.
respectfully.
Do you think she has
Nah.
coffee?
She could. Maybe not here.
Snacks.
I mean, since she's your
Good lord.
leader, would it actually make sense to take anything she'd want when she gets back? Or maybe just stuff that... Why am I the one who seems to have my head on straight here? Guys, aren't you the adults?
Farthing, we have been up for hours and we don't like mornings. Do you remember Rosalind this morning? It's
That one.
so scary.
That exactly. Terrible.
Thank you.
I never claimed to be an adult. I may be old enough to be considered one, but I've never claimed to be one. So I find
No, don't worry. Nobody considers you one anyway.
good. Thank you.
They don't know how old I am. So, there is that.
I'm gonna continue to role play while your narrator and tech person tries to fix something that has seemed to have gone wrong with Kaylee's screen. One moment.
No, it's me.
Pele, Electo approaches Pele, is like looking at the rifle that the gentleman had in a very what? I got confused, sorry.
No, there's something wrong with my screen.
No!
There, I fixed it.
Almost. Yay!
Oh, nice.
Yay.
No, Electro looked at Pele, like, do you think your guys could get me one of those? Pointing at the rifle.
The IO. I have a contact named Princess. I'll see what she can do for you. Just give me like some time. But I'll get in contact with Princess.
Yay! Because I can't take his, and I really want to take one apart to see how it works so I can build one. But I feel like he'd get mad if I couldn't put it back together.
Okay, so like, are you looking for one that can fire or one that cannot? Because it's going to cost. The cost of it is going to be much different.
I want
want
to
to-
be able to fire.
Okay.
How
Are
many
you-
beanie babies is that going to cost? Just out of curiosity.
If I talk to Cactus, it's probably gonna cost like 15 or 16 flamingo beanie babies. And if I talk to Princess, she's gonna want a rock, probably the size of my RV. She collects
I'll look
rocks.
into my stash. I think I might have enough.
No, a singular rock, the size of my RV.
No, but if we, depending on which direction we go, to find the Rogue Queen, we might find a really big rock.
I could talk
I
to
think-
Princess.
Do
Wait,
we
what?
need to deliver the rock, or could we just say we found one
You have to
and tell them
deliver
where
the
it
rock.
is? Oh,
to
okay, that's
deliver
not
it.
my. That's not
Yes.
my area of expertise.
Yes. I have some other contacts for like the trucks and the cranes and stuff, you know? So
Okay.
that'll cost me some beanie babies too, but you know. It's whatever at this point.
Because it'd be cool if we had one of those like on one of the vehicles. Because like we could even put one on my motorcycle, and then we could put one on top of a car. It'd be awesome. I'm just saying.
Are you talking
Goals.
about rifles or are you talking about beanie babies?
Both.
Yeah.
Gonna put a rifle
would-
on a beanie baby.
No, the Beanie Baby will be strapped to the rifle, so
Oh.
it looks like the Beanie Baby's shooting it.
A rifle that
What?
shoots Beanie Babies.
Jax kind of like turns around and like looks at you guys like, what are you talking about?
Jax, we are talking so that we don't take your gun. Okay?
Rosalind, did we find anything?
Yeah, roll investigation. Now that I fixed this, but I kind of wanted to see how far we would go with Beanie Babies and guns. Sometimes the delays are because I'm curious.
Farthing just really wants to go into the wilderness, so you know,
Mhm. Yeah.
she's gonna keep them moving.
Yeah, roll investigation. Ooh, is that 1-6?
I can't actually see all of the dice.
Oh,
I only see the one in the fort.
Yes, there was
Yeah.
1-6.
Okay, so you did get
And
a success.
so many ones.
Does anyone else want to help out and get more information?
Sure. I'll also look. I don't think I can do that on my own because I don't have good stats for that, but I will give help.
Hey, even 1 dice is a help.
Please.
Don't worry, you're still gonna get information, Rosalind. What's
the attribute for that one?
Wits.
Oh, I'll give her some help since I have high wits.
All right. You get
Wait, how many helps can we give?
I mean, we're
I guess
in the
everybody-
tutorial, so you can all help each other as much as possible.
Okay, so I want to try
We're
to
in the
help by
friendly
trying to contact
sandbox.
Princess at the same time.
And you get a help, and you get a help, and you get a help.
Everybody's getting a head.
Yeah. So typically it's like limit 2, but you know, we can go big. I know the rules. I know the rules that I'm playing by. I don't know the rules of the game.
It's the rule of cool, okay? It's
Yeah,
the
rule of
Cool. And this
of
is community based
frickin' rad.
because we love each other.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, so add as much help as people are able to describe how they are giving it. So that's at least 2. So that's 2 extra dice. Evie, for your roll.
Okay. I'll do wits then because that's not too bad.
Okay.
And 2 dice.
Ooh, that's at least
2
another two
successes.
successes.
Wow.
So with Rosalind and Evie working together, because you guys got enough to get all the information in this room now, you can kind of see that this radio seems to be, like, the equipment seems to be scrapped together from little bits of bibs and bobs. There's like a ham radio, probably picked up over in the much more dangerous area of 29 Palms, as it has the old insignias of the world left behind, what they used to call the military. There seems to be parts from like broadcasting stations, a walkie-talkie, and it's all scattered about. Let me reread my notes because I wrote way too many notes, guys. Let's see. The static rolls through like the speaker is holding its breath, as it kind of flickers on and off. What you can kind of tell is, with these pieces, that she was definitely experimenting with radios pretty aggressively. Marnie John, if you lean into this a little bit, you're kind of putting together that she was herself trying to maybe build a long-range radio. Maybe Rosalind, as you kind of put all this information together, maybe she was trying to improve how far she could get that signal out. And let's see, as I read my crazy person notes, and that's something about those mountains. Radio takes being high up to get further signal. Mountains block things, so obviously with those notes and kind of understanding Marnie John's input as well, she's probably trying to get not a message from somebody, but something out, opposite direction.
Ouch.
Is the radio working right now? Like, if I tried to use it, would someone answer? Or is it possible someone might be able to answer?
You could give it a try. One moment.
I'm not a technical character.
I mean, there's
But
somebody
I
amongst
have
you.
electronics. Can I give help with my electronics?
Or you could try yourself, and have Rosalind help you. who's got the bigger dice pool is sometimes what you got to be looking at.
Okay, I would have 6.
Which one do I use for help?
You just add a dice. So it's kind of like down to whose wits are higher and who has better bonuses. Who helps who.
Got it.
Oh, so I would roll a 7? I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
No, both of us. I think we have the same wits because I would roll a 6. I would roll 6 dice if I rolled. Okay, so it doesn't matter. It's either way.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna add a dice onto yours.
Okay.
Since it doesn't matter.
I'll also add a dice because this morning I was putzing around with the radio trying to get to work.
Mhm.
So
Awesome.
I'll point out what doesn't.
Okay.
That's +2.
Okay, you got a 6.
I only see a 2, so
Oh,
you have to
got
tell
it.
me what I rolled. You have
Oh,
to tell me
something
what
must
I
be cutting
rolled.
off part of the map for you.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. And
Okay.
then do I roll a single die? Is that what I do?
Yeah, you can roll another die.
I got a 4.
So how many successes was that?
1.
1.
Oh no. Yes.
The lights start to flicker on, and the static is pretty strong. You get kind of what almost sounds like words. Signals too weak. If I can reach higher ground is kind of like what you can get through those broadcasts. You can't tell who it is, and it seems very faint and interspersed with static.
Okay. I just wanna make sure this isn't a recording. This is an actual person responding.
Roll a wits. It looks like there's 2 6s. I'm looking at the OBS screen, so it's harder for me to read than normal.
I
I just see a 1 and a 5.
A 1
I
and
just
a
see
Yeah,
five.
there were 2 5s.
Okay.
Oh.
I
Guys,
know-
it's aliens.
yeah, it could be aliens. Could be. You're not
I
sure.
cracked the case. It's
She was
aliens.
abducted by aliens. She might be in Roswell. That's pretty far. Area 51 out in Nevada. You're not sure. You're gonna have to call Mulder and Scully to get further details.
Indeed.
You guys do have like an ancient VHS player, which has like only the X-Files. Only the X-Files.
I'm okay with this.
What about Unsolved Mysteries?
Yeah, Unsolved Mysteries. There's a lot of conspiracy theory.
We're always gonna like true crime and whatnot in the post-apocalyptic Californian.
Yeah.
It's why
Hellscape.
Rosalind's such a good investigator, because we watch all the conspiracy things.
So Scully is just her favorite person now, I guess.
Yeah.
This is canon. This is a canon event.
So, you guys have that information.
What information?
That if you're that she was trying to send. I love that apparently Farthing's paying attention when she's quiet, which is almost never. She's like, no, because like you figured out that it had to do with radio waves. She was going somewhere with radio wave highness, like a mountain, and that she was trying to make radio waves that went really far, which would mean she'd need a mountain. So we got 2 mountains to pick from and one last place to look, right? Like we should go look. We should go look where the rest of her stuff is, and then maybe we'll know which mountain to pick. Otherwise, we just gotta flip a coin.
I got a coin, I think. I think it's a bottle cap. Does that count?
Yeah, we could use a bottle cap, I guess. I don't really know what the point is. I guess you pick a side, and if they're different, so maybe we should go look at her other stuff so we don't have to try to figure out
Yeah.
how to flip a bottle cap.
Yeah, because that's confusing.
Yeah, something about heads and tails, but I don't think our coins have those. Like, I've never seen a tail on a coin. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I've ever seen a coin, like a real coin. Like, I've seen a drawing of a coin, but have I seen a real coin? I don't know. Like, I feel like the metal would be more useful in a different shape, but She's just like saying this as they go to wherever they're going next.
The rest of the party is like, huh, you know what? She's making a lot of points here. Yeah.
I think
Let her cook. Let her cook.
I kind of look at the bottle cap and I'm like, what is Nuka called?
I just go up behind Farthing and just start pushing lightly, like, let's just go. We have things to do. You said there's another place, so we go there instead. Bye, Jax.
Girls are weird.
Jax, come over here and say that to my face, okay? You gonna say something weird like that?
And now it's Evie's turn to push Pele out of the door. Like, okay, bye, Jax.
It just becomes a
like
conga line of
instigating.
pushing.
I like so instigating. Paley be like, yeah, get him.
That's right, Electo's on my side, okay? Girls are weird. You're weird.
Yeah, get his gun.
So I'm sort of following behind, like, I didn't even look for coffee. Oh, God. Okay, let's go.
Okay, Barney just turns around as they leave and goes, like, really obnoxiously excited about saying goodbye as they leave.
So you guys make it to the workshop. The workshop is not too far from the garage. It's kind of off of the main, the largest of the barns where they process out the diesel fuel. The workshop smells like oil and old plants. There's half-assembled parts all over a table. Okay, guess what? More radio parts. Wires exposed like veins. Whatever she was building. It seemed like she was gonna maybe come back to it. Time for more investigating.
So I can do like a general investigation of the room.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I keep hitting the wrong thing. I see that 6.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
I see it.
1-6.
You do find a little bit of information, enough to get more of an idea. You do see that there are a couple of long-range antenna components that you've never seen used in camp. Like, the antenna components that were in the radio tower were pretty good sized. It's for, talking a little bit locally, maybe could make it to Palm Springs on a good day with, no radio static, no electromagnetic storms, which is, not all the time. But this seems like she was working again on something pretty long range. You do find a couple of notes referencing elevation, signal clarity, and line of sight. And there's a date on it that scrawled in the corner of a page. It seems to have passed a few days ago.
Oh, is that where she was meeting the aliens?
Don't the aliens come down though? They don't usually go into the mountains, right? I've never seen that on those shows that you watch sometimes.
The aliens are in the ocean. I don't know how many times I have to tell you this.
Is that?
I really want to see the ocean.
It's like a 2-day walk from where we are to the ocean.
Yeah, it just, it seems like getting over the mountains and all the way through those big, used to be cities, and like it just feels hard, but one of these days I'm gonna see the ocean.
Well, we might have to.
Am I the only one that's been listening to Rosalind? Like, she didn't go very far. She went to a mountain. That's what we got, right?
If she went to go get abducted by aliens, then they obviously took her back to the ocean. So if we have to go back and find her there, then maybe we will also get abducted, and then we'll see the ocean.
I mean, that's fair. I don't know if I believe in aliens. I talk to the stars a lot, and the stars have never said anything about aliens.
I'm literally joking right now. There's no aliens.
I love that Rosalind's just totally messing with everybody else about there being aliens in the ocean. We're all in on it. We all believe her so hard.
Sweetheart, we're never gonna see the ocean. It's okay.
Never?
Well, I mean, maybe you will, but I'm old.
Okay.
You
We're
have
really
lots
old.
of time to see the ocean farthing.
Yeah.
I think.
Out of all
And
of
yet-
us, you will be the one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure Lecto
can't
doesn't
be-
like it, or doesn't like the idea of it, because she can't set it on fire. I mean, maybe in this world she can. Oh no.
That just sounds like a challenge. That just sounds like a challenge.
I just gave her a goal!
A new one. First, I had exploding things on top of cars. Now I have set fire to the ocean. I have so many goals.
I need to stop.
Can I
While they're
note?
doing that, I think Evie would like to look at if anything of note can be found while they're talking about aliens and ocean.
Could I find the note with the date on it and remember what I did that day?
Let me answer Evie's thing first, and I'll come
Yeah.
back to that. So, Evie, can you remind me what you were trying to do?
I already forgot. She was trying to see if she could figure out any more information from
Okay.
anything else here to see if like there can be something that pinpoints them into a direction.
Okay. Make an empathy roll as you kind of read through the notes. Getting kind
Can
of
I
a
help
feel
her because Farthing is actually paying attention?
Yes, yes, you can.
Thank you. Alright.
Ooh,
2 6s.
2 6s. So as you read through the notes,
Is that die on top of the other dice? How did that happen? Okay, sorry.
so
Is
what?
it?
So what you guys can kind of glean together as you look through the notes is there is a direction. There is a note called the Skeleton Overpass.
Do we
and
know what that
kinda-
is?
So you don't really know exactly what it is. Farthing, you may have heard tales while you were on your way over here to Autocamp. Parts of the road have collapsed over time. The infrastructure of our world has started to fail. And sometimes, as you both are kind of like piecing it together, people make meanings out of interesting things. Sometimes there's stories. And you can see on like in the notes, headed towards Palm Springs a little bit is a larger overpass on the maps that you guys have kind of pulled together. So you would be heading towards Palm Springs.
So if we hit the overpass, we would be heading toward Palm Springs, and we think that maybe Farthing thinks that maybe that big overpass is the Skeleton Overpass because of stories.
Yeah. Because the other way, there ain't much except open, flat road.
Right, because overpasses are only where there's freeway, and didn't you say, who was it? Electo, didn't you say that there was freeway toward the salt sea?
Yeah, the toxic thing. Yeah, there is freeway, really, really broken down, but it does run all the way up to the mythic place, the Palm Springs. So there's a good chance that that's what they're talking about.
Okay, because I don't think there's overpass the other direction, because that's kind of the direction I came from, except for the other way. I wouldn't have gone past the mountain. Yeah. So go right. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what my notes say.
Right. Right?
Right.
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 An echo of right.
So, here's the next question.
Oh, sorry.
Here's the big question. How are you guys gonna get there? You guys have to get to now pick out. Go to the garage. and figure out which car you get to take.
Well, they're
we
doing
think-
all of that.
Mhm.
Since Farthing can't drive, Farthing's gonna. I'm assuming it's too late in the day to leave today.
I mean, you know what your premonition said. Rain's coming.
In a
storm's
couple
on the
days, yeah.
way.
So she's gonna go and look at the farm annex and see if there's anything, and she's gonna get out her tools, and she's gonna, if the sun's going down anytime soon, she's just gonna see if she can figure out what it says about what direction to go
Mhm.
while they're picking out what car.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then to follow up what I asked about, like, what happened on that day that we found
Yeah.
on that piece of paper that has already passed. Like,
Mhm.
what kind of weather was it that day? While I was
that-
probably talking to Cactus and kicking him because he fucked me over again.
Yeah, the weather that day, I mean, it's not yet past March, so we're in March. So it's would have been probably around February, a little people forget at that high elevation, sometimes there's even snow out in the desert. It's a rare magical thing that has become a little bit more common. You do remember it being bitter cold and snow at higher elevations.
And the Road Queen was already gone?
She was already gone.
Huh. So the Road Queen can predict the future. That's so interesting. What car are we taking?
Yeah,
Okay.
so now we get to decide which vehicles. I have a couple I listed, which I have not told you guys about yet. But you can also feel free on any of these cars you pick to throw a little bit of a spinner on it. I will let you, again, darn the edges. We got ourselves the Sun Mule. It's a solar-assisted pickup truck. It's a little bit of a tighter squeeze, but it does have an open truck bed. It was once a Ranger truck, so it's a little bit of a faded green. Next is the Needle, a stripped-down roadster, built for speed, low fast, and it is not very cute. It'll be a very tight squeeze in that for everybody. There is the Family Van, which can comfortably sit 6 to 7 people. There is a couple of what you guys have called the Sun Serpents, long frame motorcycles, and a couple of them have sidecars. Then there's the Orchard Cart. It's what they use to drive like a golf cart, UTV. Not very big. Seats 2 people. And then you guys see the Bone Bus. It is a big ol' previous penitentiary school bus. That'll at least fit, a family of 34. Those are your guys' at least options that I have, unless you can sell me something better.
Anybody have their CDL?
I don't know what that is, but I'm between the motorcycles and the bus.
I like the bus. I like the bus idea.
Honestly, the bus.
Marnie's super excited about the idea of a bus because there will be like a whole area where she can put samples and like things that she collects from the field. We have to study the world around us, guys. We cannot thrive unless we understand everything.
Marnie, we all want the bus.
Okay.
And Manny, just make sure there's no glass. Just don't bring glass.
I think I could
Just do little baggies.
Files! Marty like realizes right at the last she has to get like pack. She gets so excited. She's like, I'm gonna go pack, guys. I gotta get all my stuff because I gotta get samples. I gotta go pack.
I think I fucked that
I
up.
think I could drive it.
Run away.
Electro runs into the bus. She's like, I think I could drive this. Try to look at it.
Yeah. So you guys are
We're
bringing
on
the
the
bus?
bus.
Yes.
I will
Rosalind
let...
does not like the bus, but she knows that she is outvoted. And she knows that this is going to be terrible.
I'm also gonna say, yes, bus for cover, because Farthing did say that it was going to rain in a couple of days. So we might want to be speedy, but I do not want us to get caught in whatever is going to be coming down from the sky.
All right. So you guys have chosen the giant bus. I will let each of the people each of you guys describe one thing that you would like to add to the bus. Within reason.
Okay.
Is this outside of our inventory?
This is outside of your inventory. This just comes with the bus.
I can start because I just got Brain Blast.
Okay. What do you...
Music.
Sorry. No, I want to put, inspired by my good old buddy pal Cactus, I would like to put some spikes on the front of it, like on its grill.
So you take a moment, already on the bus, the bone bus, for our highway heroines. There on the grate there is this studded steel reinforced front of the bus. This was maybe a get out of town bus. You don't really know why the Road Queen needed such an industrial bus. Maybe it was an escape vehicle. We don't know. She's not here to explain. Who's next? What's something they would like to add to the bus?
Can we add like an opening, like a door opening to the ceiling for whenever someone needs to climb up there and maybe throw a contraption?
Yeah.
Yeah, buses usually have that. Yeah, good shit.
Yeah.
Good thought.
Yeah, there's a little porthole out the top. Anything else anyone wants to add?
I would like to add how the bone bus got its moniker, which is the doors to the bus have like rib cages over it as like extra protection.
Ooh.
Nice.
Are they indeterminate bones, or are they human bones, or metal bones?
Who knows? We
We
got
don't-
them from Cactus.
Cactus
we
is
have
my
no
guy,
idea.
okay? Cactus brings everything that we need for Bone Bus.
Ooh, I love it. Anything else we want to add?
So, Rosalind is watching everyone just sort of have like a cartoon montage of slapping paint and drilling holes and cutting things and being all. She just goes over to her locker and pulls out some blankets, first aid kit, maybe some cereal bars that she found one time, some water canteens, and she just kind of like carries them over and puts them in the corner, like
Sensible survival things. I like it.
okay.
I like
I'm
it, Tasso.
Instead of adding anything to the bus, idly, I was thinking that I might do the thing we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, so knowing that they're gonna need to eat again before they leave, at least, because we know that we got up in the morning, we had breakfast, we haven't really eaten since, whether or not it's dinner time or lunchtime or the middle of the night. And going through her books, Farthing, like, kind of looks at her book, looks at the sky, and like tests the wind, and looks at her weird little contraption with the water and the straw, and checks on some other stuff, and then she packs up her backpack with some snacks, with her sextant, with her book, with everything that she has. She does not bring the little straw thing because it doesn't make much sense to bring something partially made out of glass with her, even though she really wants to, because she wants to know how soon it's going to rain. And she grabs some dirt, and she grabs a pair of shoes, but she doesn't put them on, and she leaves a note at wherever they always eat whatever the next meal is, and it says, "Found a shortcut. You can't drive there. I'll meet up with you guys. The stars will tell me how. and she leaves.
Stepping onto the road barefoot, almost echoing the road queen who lies on the road ahead. Farthing walks down the freeway.
And then kind of clambers off of it and starts walking through the scrub.
Rad.
Wait, so Farthing just left?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I told you the aliens were gonna abduct us.
That's cool.
Now we gotta go to the mountain and find Farthing too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Out of the distance. Wait, Marty has to come back because she was packing. So out of the distance, far away, you hear what? And here comes Marty coming back up to the bus with like a million things, and she drops her bag and she's like, I'm here, we're ready. I'm ready.
Please breathe. Please breathe.
I've got all my vitals, I've got my baggies, I'm ready to take the samples, I'm ready, I got my book.
There's no samples yet. Please just breathe.
It doesn't breathe. I've found that out.
You guys get... When you guys go to get your meal, you get the note from Farthing. All that's ahead of you is open road, and who knows what's down it. And that's where we're gonna let the wheels hit the pavement for our next episode. I do have one more note. Where is it? As you guys start to head down that road, the oasis of Autocamp does shrink behind you. You have a little bit more pep in your step now that Farthing's farther down the road. The generators hum, the stills hiss. The people of Autocamp return to their work. No alarms are raised, and nobody has the right to stop you. Up ahead, up in episode 2, a collapsed overpass looms ahead, concrete torn open to reveal rebar ribs clawing at the sky. Rusted vehicles are fused to its body, half swallowed like offerings pressed to bone. The wind passing through the gaps makes it hum. It almost sounds like it's breathing. And that's our episode. Thank you guys for joining us. We're gonna go around counter turn, starting over with Rosalind. Please tell everybody who you are and where they can find you on the internet.
Hi, everyone. Wait, let me check. You can hear me? You can hear me. All right, good. Hi, everyone. My name is Kaylee. I am the gaming anthropologist. You can find me on Instagram and Threads. I research gaming as an anthropologist. I write about gaming on my Medium channel, and I do lots of gaming fun things as a huge nerd. So come follow me or find me where I just said.
Awesome. Yvonne.
Hi, I'm B. You can find me on as Type of Oscillations on mostly Instagram, but I also have a card link there, and you can find me also on TikTok, Threads, and Etsy if you would like to. Come look at the art that I do, which also I did the little character icons for this session.
That was very nice. Thank you. We really love them, and it definitely gives us that little bit of Fallout flair.
Yay! And I'll pass it on to Victoria.
Hi, everybody. Victoria. And you can find me on IG and TikTok at sometimes Tori at both locations. You know, I do stuff sometimes. Sometimes Tori. All right. Yeah. And yeah, that's it.
Lady Lily. Oh, wait, no.
Pass it to who? Next. Lecto? Yes.
Hi everyone, I'm Lady Lily from Lady Lily of Laland here on Twitch and TikTok. Aside from being in this awesome fun campaign that I'm going to get to be a part of, I also run my own campaign every Wednesday called Fae Academy, where I've thrown now 6 of my friends / players into a magic school and told them to ramp up the melodrama. I also have a new campaign that I am going to be having the first session of on Thursday. If you guys would like to check that out. That one, however, I like to describe as a rescue mission HBO style. But thank you. I pass it off to Farthing.
Hi, my name is Megan Sky Hale. I'm an actor, a voice actor, a giant Shakespeare nerd. I run a small theater company in Portland, Oregon, and you can find me at the most impossible to spell thing, Sky She, SKYESIDHE, everywhere on TikTok, where I talk about Shakespeare and gaming, and Instagram. I've been gaming my whole life, and I'm just I love doing this. And the only person left, I think, is Mim.
And I have been bombarded by my cat son. His name is Polka Dot. That's him. Hi, my name is Mim. I use they, she pronouns. And hi, can I talk? You can find me on Blue Sky and on Instagram at Murm with 3 R's. That's MIRRRM. And then for Instagram, there's underscores there. And then for Blue Sky, there's not. You can find me on Saturdays on the Nerds with Dice channel, where I play Deborah, a 50-year-old white woman trying to survive the zombie apocalypse and make a bunch of dick jokes because that's my ex-husband's name. Anyway, join us on Saturday for a big gay wedding. It's going to be great, and someone could die because it's the zombie apocalypse, so it could happen at any time. I got a bunch of projects coming up, so check me out on Blue Sky for all of the fun stuff that is going on. You're being so cute, but yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me.
I'm Idly, and before I give any plugs for myself, because you're on my channel and that feels a little egotistical, I would like to say a special thanks to our assistant production over with Nutmeg Dragon. Thank you so much. She helps keeps us on task as much as anyone can. And helps take a little bit of the weight off of my shoulders so I'm not doing absolutely everything and screaming at all times. Although I do still do a lot and scream at all times. The screaming hasn't stopped. That's just a personality failing on my part. Our music is from Tabletop RPG Music, so if you've been enjoying the kind of Rango-ish tones, go check that out. Our dice roller is DD Dice. We were testing that out today. And again, thank you, B, for the character art on our little profiles. If you enjoyed this program, we are planning to be back in 2 weeks. Not next week, but the week after. Further down the road, I will be having a series of one-shots with guest DMs. So I only do the production side for those and help organize. That's going to be Hit Me With Your One Shot. We have one planned further into the month. And then later, Dungeon Samster, who is in the chat bar, and I are talking about further future projects. The rumor is we might be going down to New Orleans to do a little bit of vampire hunting. We're working on it, okay? We're slowly working. We've got lots of projects to do. But I'm very excited to continue growing this little channel of mine. It's been sitting vacant and sad for so long, and I'm glad that we have so much new life coming to it this year. Yeah, that's us. Have a great evening. And remember, we're all wasted out here. Have a good night.